Jason McLaughlin shot in Wise County. You can see him driving along the major roadways there, most of which are free of ice. But you can see over in the Barditch area and as well as side streets, that's where we're seeing the biggest ice problems up in the Wise County area. Now, as Annalise has been talking about, there's this freezing line that is stretching across the western portion of DFW right now. And the roads to the west have been pre-treated for the most part, especially the major roads. But you're going to see ice develop in Wise County as well as up in the Decatur area and Parker County on surface streets, service roads, and your streets through neighborhoods. Those are going to be the iciest spots. In DFW, none of the overpasses or very few overpasses were treated, and unfortunately they're sitting right on that freezing line, which means we're getting a lot of ice reported on overpasses in DFW, and that has closed ramps in the western portion of Tarrant County as well as the western portion of Denton County. Dallas County, you're only going to be dealing with wet roads this morning, and thankfully not that many accidents, but I want to give you a rundown of exactly where those closures are on the overpasses. Your overpass from 35E up in the Denton County area to 35W closed, and you can actually see the ice on the bridge there. Up in the North Fort Worth area, your ramp over 35W at Heritage Trace is closed. Your connecting ramps from 35W northbound to North Loop 820 are closed in North Fort Worth. The Mixmaster, a new accident just happened on your connecting ramps from 35W to I-30. No reports yet if that was weather related, but very likely, seeing as how elevated those ramps are. Your ramp connecting you from I-20 to West Loop 820 in Benbrook has been closed. And unfortunately, guys, in the Joshua area, Chisholm Trail Parkway has been completely closed, all because of ramps that have completely iced over. Thanks to a Facebook friend for letting me know about that. Now, again, this is something that is mainly concentrated in the western Johnson County, western Tarrant County, and western Denton County areas. As I mentioned, Dallas County just dealing with wet roads. The same is true for Collin County. Let's talk to Annalise Parks about this forecast. Man, Annalise, this is not what people wanted on a Thursday.
I know. You and I are the bearer of bad news today. Take a look right now as we are seeing on our radar. Precipitation so far is not that heavy. We already know, though, it's causing issues. And I just was watching on our National Weather Service chat, western portions of Tarrant County, northern portions of Tarrant County reporting icy bridges and overpasses, as Madison was saying. So good confirmation there. Take it easy if you have to get out. And if you can delay travel, really, that would be the way to go. But as we are looking right now, while any precipitation, it's mainly drizzle, it's very light, it's going to be picking up certainly in our rates. Our rainfall rates will be picking up quite a bit. As you can see, some convective activity. So these showers and storms will be able to produce some heavy, quick downpours. Unfortunately, that does mean some freezing rain and even some sleet for you all off to the west. So as I draw that line for you again, it is going to be mainly hovering around and just west of I-35, Bowie, Bridgeport, maybe even around Denton, and we know now around West Fort Worth as well, where you've got that freezing rain and sleet potential all the way up into mid to late morning. Then I think temperatures will rise by about 11 o'clock or so, where you will not have those issues. But this morning, it's going to make it tough. Meanwhile, most of the Metroplex and certainly our eastern half, you're talking cold rain and showers and thunderstorm potential as we move on into the day today. So kind of a mixed bag, certainly, when you consider what we've got to keep an eye on. Winter weather advisory does stay in effect until the middle of the day, and that is, of course, because of the freezing rain and sleet threat as we move on into the next several hours. Look at the difference in just a couple of degrees. The locations seeing the issues around Denton, 31, Sanger, 31, Keller, 32. So again, Tarrant County, you're right there hovering around freezing. Fort Worth at 33, Dallas 34. So our numbers overall are just above freezing, but do be careful. And then to make matters worse, we've got some heavy fog to deal with. Visibility only a half mile around DFW. As we travel on through the rest of the day today, notice that our temperatures are going to be able to climb into the 40s late in the morning. That's why I think our issues will significantly go down by about 10, 11 o'clock area wide. Temperatures should be by that point above freezing, and a high today. This looks pretty nice compared to those numbers in the 30s. High today about 44.